Um, so as you heard, we are also recording this progress. We will upload everything to the Youth Living Labs platform. You can find everything there, as you know. I'm here with my colleague Anita. We represent the Youth Living Labs consortium today. I'm from an organization called Evolve Entrepreneurship, and Anita is from IED. Anita, you can say a few words also if you want, and then we can start with the main content of this workshop.
So hello from me, everyone. Some of you might remember me from the previous session that we had. We went through the steps of the platform. If you're having issues with the platform, don't worry. We have allocated some time at the end of this session to review the platform again. So we will go through, Michael will also say a few things regarding today's agenda, and we will start on today's module. We're all happy to have you again, and please, if you have any questions, you can write them in the chat, and then we will review everything at the end. Michael, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Anita. So today's agenda includes a small presentation of Involve organization and IED organization. And then we have a small icebreaker activity similar to the previous one on Mentimeter, where we'll gather your input regarding today's topic, which is extrospective skills, including networking opportunities, exploring opportunity ecosystems, as well as how to build your digital presence in digital social media platforms in order to project yourselves in a way that gets exposure. And then we will dive into the three modules of this training course, which are opportunity ecosystems, networking, and digital presence. So in this presentation, uh, we will get you familiar with the objectives of each module, what outcomes you will get from them, uh, how to how to obtain the maximum from each module, and hopefully uh, how you will get impacted from these courses. Uh, Now I will try to share my screen and start the flow of the presentation. Give me a sec. I think you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Um, okay, good. So, following up on the previous live session, the previous organizers really raised the standards with a very good quality session. So we want to follow this impact. As I said, I'm Michael Madamadiotis, project manager at Involve Entrepreneurship, and I have been working in innovation and business support for the last 3 years. The reason why I really enjoy this project is because I have the privilege to support my peers and people of my age that have the same problems uh, with me. So before we start with the content of the training, let me share with you a few words about Involve. We are an innovation agency which is active in Greece, Cyprus, and USA, and we envision to nurture, let's say, the next generation of entrepreneurs and innovators in general, who will really have an impact in the world and will change the world.
I think we have lost Michael. We'll just give him a few minutes to get back. Apologies, guys. Some technical difficulties are being experienced. Just give us a few minutes.
Hi again, I was kicked out as you noticed, probably. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm restarting with this slide. As I said, and I don't know if you heard, I hope you heard, I represent Evolve Entrepreneurship, and Evolve is an innovation agency active in Greece, Cyprus, and the USA. And we envision to nurture the next generation of innovators and entrepreneurs who will really have an impact in the world and will change the world. As you know, the topic of this project is to bring youth in the forefront of global change, and Involve does it also in the house and in other projects as well. So how we do that? We do it through three main pillars. The first pillar is founder support. So we support founders, assisting them with tools, resources, guidance, mentoring, giving them access to network, access to investors, and ultimately giving them funding to implement their ideas. The second pillar is upskilling, providing education in schools for needs, for displaced people, keeping the labor market up to the market's needs, up to date with the market's needs. And the third pillar is business innovation, where we implement innovative projects that combine the two previous pillars. So Youth Living Labs is an innovation project which goes in the pillar of business innovation, but it also combines founder support and upskilling, especially in Egypt, Jordan, Greece, Cyprus, and Spain. The first module of extrospective skills is about network and building meaningful connections that will open doors, that will support your career and help you grow both personally and professionally. So we will go through why the network is indeed our net worth, as the famous quote says, what are the objectives of this training module, and how you will be benefited and what you will acquire. So let's go for a small ice-breaking activity, see what your familiarization with networking and other extrospective skills are, and see what we will talk about today. So I will give you a second to scan the QR code or join with the Menti code. I will leave the screen like this for 20 seconds, and then let's go for a small, let's say, questionnaire. Okay, give me a second. Can you see my screen now, Anita? And the Menti?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay. I would prefer it to be full screen, but I can't for some reason.
Michael, can you share the link for this Mentimeter
Yes,
in
I
the
can.
chat?
Yeah, yeah. The idea. Okay, so the first question is for the opportunity ecosystems, and which metaphor could be used to describe opportunity ecosystems? I see that most of you have already picked the correct answer, which is the soil in which careers grow. And why do we say this? Because as individuals, we belong in ecosystems, especially the professional environment is an ecosystem, and we have to interact with other stakeholders, with other people. We have to compete with other individuals in order to gain a good job position. We have to interact with our employer, with our employees if you have people below us, let's say in the hierarchy. And this let's say how we can describe the soil in which we grow. So I'm glad that you are already in the spirit of what an ecosystem is, an opportunity ecosystem is, and how you are located, let's say, in this ecosystem. Uh, so the second question, which of the following is not listed as a component of an opportunity ecosystem? So let's see your answers here as well. We have some answers again. Come on, I want some more answers, please. Let's give us input in order to have a lot of things to discuss. I see that no one is going for institutions. Okay, now we have also one answer for the institution. But again, most of you have picked the correct answer. Personal wealth as as materials is indeed not a component of an opportunity ecosystem. Platforms and institutions can be very good opportunity ecosystems. If we say that LinkedIn, for example, is a platform, then it's a great opportunity ecosystem. There are thousands of opportunities in LinkedIn, as well as institutions. Uh, for example, the Youth Living Lab aims to become an institution that you will provide opportunities and already provides opportunities to you to thrive as individuals, but also as professionals. Uh, let's go to the next slide. This is an open-ended question. What's one thing you wish you were better at when meeting new people? So your answers will appear on the screen. Try to be simple. For example, one thing I would like to be better at when I'm meeting new people would be to be more confident, to be more able to express myself. Sometimes we feel afraid to to express ourselves and be our real selves, and this is a problem because we do not create let's say, real connections with other people. A network must be real and must be real connections because only this way we are able to show our value to other people and how we can be useful for them and how they can also be useful for us. So these are the main issues I also notice here. I also see try to be more engaged in the first meeting. Um, If you would like to elaborate more on this, whoever wrote that, feel free to unmute yourself and explain to us what do you mean. I see more interact, communication, more confident to speak, and these are the main drawbacks we have when we meet new people. We are afraid, not being introverted, exactly. We are introverted. And I would like also to point out one answer which says listener, and being a good listener is also very essential when creating when we meet new people because if we are not, let's say, introvert and we have the ability to talk, we also must have the ability to listen. This is an equally important and essential skill to be a good listener because the better input you take as a listener, the better output you will give as a speaker. Thank you for your commitment in this and your participation. Next slide, networking feels like. Uh, what do you think that networking is? For example, for me, I used to have, I used to did not like, let's say, networking. I used to go to events, to meetings, and during the networking time, I would uh, I would take this time for my personal, let's say, disconnection. from the meeting to relax, to check my emails. But as I kept going to these networking events, I found out that it's a great opportunity to meet new people, to get inspired, um, to explore new opportunities as I see, to have fun and everything that appears at the moment at the screen. Intercultural exchange, of course, in European project environments, intercultural exchange is essential, and it's a great added value to these events. I see also tiring, so you get tired when you have to network. Well, I believe that when you after this course, when you will find out the importance and the value that you can get from networking. I hope that it will not be fearful, it will not be tiring, and it will be inspiring and an opportunity generator for all of you. And let's go to the last slide, where we have what percent of jobs are filled through networking. I don't know what you believe, but indeed networking is a major um, a major factor when you are looking for jobs. I believe that most of us found their first job from a neighbor, from an aunt, from an uncle, even if it was not, let's say, a serious job under quotation, but it was like a waiter or whatever. But even this is what networking can give and the added value it can bring to everyone. So I see that the optimist and the pessimist here are equal. We have three answers that go for above 90%. We have three answers that go for below 40%. And the truth is somewhere in the middle and towards the optimist answer. So around 75 to 85% of the jobs are filled through networking. So this is a major percentage. And I believe that now you are beginning to understand the importance of networking. This was a small, let's say, get to know each other and get to know your beliefs in extrospective skills. Now I'll stop share to return to my presentation and go through the main content of it. Give me a sec again. Okay, I think that you can see my screen. And moving on, so the first module of Extrospective Skills is about our network and how to build meaningful connections that will open doors, that will support your careers and help you grow both professionally and personally. Um, oh, sorry, I said all those, and here we are. So networking is much more than just meeting people. It's about discovering opportunities that might never be advertised. It's about building trust and credibility with peers, with professionals, with co-students, with if you are a student, with professors if you are a student and you go to a meeting or an event that professors are there. So yes, it's a great opportunity to learn directly from those that have experience. In today's world, opportunity very often flow through people rather than through job boards. So you must be open to take advantage of those opportunities that will come from your network uh, all the time. So do not underestimate the value you can get uh, from one person. As I said, I believe that most of us indeed got our first jobs from someone that we happened to know. So the objectives of this training are very clear. First, we will try to understand the fundamentals of networking and why it is essential uh, for your career success. Then we will try to give you confidence in approaching and connecting with people. We know that small talk, especially nowadays and for our generation, is not a skill that we are mastering at, but we believe that through some tips and some additional material that we will give you, you will manage to improve the skill. And last, we will explore strategies for building relationships that last beyond a single event, how you will be able to follow up uh, for a request, and how you will build real connections rather than small talk, let's say, experiences. What you will achieve in this module. So hopefully by the end of this module, you will walk away with a new mindset of networking and move and shift from this transactional thinking to a more relationship focused approach that really feels authentic, it feels real, and it feels sustainable. Um, so we will also try to give you some practical tools that you can apply right away and some knowledge to overcome barriers such as nervousness, mumbling, fear of public speaking, and a personal action plan tailored to your career goals. So, if, for example, you you want to become an AI expert, we will give you a roadmap of how you can explore AI events, how you can create connections in this ecosystem, and how you can find opportunities that you can exploit in this ecosystem. The career benefits really are there for you to get them. So for you as participants, the benefits are tangible. They are not only, let's say, general words. Networking brings career opportunities, brings mentorings, guidance from experienced people, and will help you develop a strong personal brand. So the more you connect, the more visited, the more visible you become, the more trusted you become, the more exposure you get, and the easier it is to find a job. You can think of it as what social media managers do for other companies. You see, for example, in TikTok that social media managers try to give exposure to companies, and this exposure translates for customers. We are not looking for customers here, but if we get exposure, we'll get more career opportunities, and it will be easier for us to find a job that matches our needs and our wants. Here's a snapshot of what this module covers. We'll start by understanding a network and what networking really means. And then we will explore why it is important. Then we'll clear up some common myths and misconceptions. We will try to bust those myths that hold you back. And then we will look at different types of networking, digital networking. The best example is LinkedIn, but also physical networking in events, in in seminars, even in social events. Uh, that networking really happens. And last, we will finish with the foundations of relationship building. We will learn the core principles of building meaningful connections that, as we pointed out, last during time, and they do not end after the interaction that we have. So what I would like to keep from this module is that your network is indeed your net worth. And networking is not about just collecting contacts, it's about building connections that last and that matter. Moving on to module two, unless you have any questions for now, feel free to raise your hand and ask, write in the chat, and we can address them, or you can keep them for the end of this presentation, and we can have an open discussion on everything that that have came up to your minds as might be vague or unclear or blur or whatever. So the first module is about the importance of networking, and now in the second module we'll go more into action. So we will dive into how to navigate ourselves in opportunity ecosystems, identifying where the opportunities are, and learn how to leverage them for our advantage. So, which is the real challenge? The real challenge is that many talented young people fail to reach their potential, not because they lack ability or because they do not have the enough certificates or enough education, but mainly because they do not know where to look for opportunities or how to use them once they find them. It is like we have a good car, but I do not have a good map. So without navigation, opportunities slip by unnoticed. But with good navigation, knowing where we go or who to talk to and how to position ourselves in these ecosystems, the road for growth and professional development is there. And this is what we will explore in this module. The four learning objectives of this module are these. First, we will learn to spot gaps and openings that exist within an ecosystem. Then we will discuss how to build networks of support and how to develop strategic relationships with stakeholders that can provide guidance, mentoring, and access to opportunities. Third, we will explore platforms and tools that connect people with opportunities. I will not mention LinkedIn again, but LinkedIn is a flagship platform of this type. And finally, we will look at partnerships and collaborations as engines for growth, because partnerships are exactly vehicles that we can take in order to go forward. So each objective will give you a practical step to take in navigating opportunity ecosystems. What you look away with. Um, so yes, this comprehensive training uh, will transform you and how you approach professional relationships. And we believe that by the end of this session, you will live with three main things. Uh, First, as in the previous module, you will create your own personal map with the channels through which opportunities flow in your specific field. Second, you will get the tools that you need in order to use them to get access to opportunity ecosystems and to apply for opportunities and job positions and whatever your ambitions are. And last but not least, you will live with specific strategies for collaborating with others. So you're not just a participant in the ecosystem, but also a contributor. Do not forget that when we are part of an ecosystem, we do not only receive, but we also give impact. This is the entire matter of interaction and why it is good, why it is fruitful, because we do not only take, but we also give to others. So these are the direct benefits for your career. First, time efficiency. Even though we are young and phenomenically we have a lot of time, we will manage to stop waste our time on random opportunities, but go focused and specific on high probability channels where success is not only more likely but also more suitable to our needs and our wants. Uh, Second, you will gain confidence in approaching institutions, organizations, and people who are influential and who hold the keys, let's say, to access. Because when you know how you navigate, you know how you know where you step, and this is why you have more confidence in whatever you do. And last, we will help you multiply those opportunities by learning how partnerships and collaborations expand your reach. The access to exclusive opportunities will become more and more and with more quality, let's say. Again, we have the module roadmap. First, we will identify the gaps and the opportunities. and will make you good at doing this yourselves. You will be able to recognize patterns and spot openings that other people might miss in an ecosystem, and thus be able to exploit those gaps. And then we'll talk about how to build networks of support and how to develop authentic relations in these real ecosystems. Third, we will help you navigate also in digital ecosystems and how to leverage technology to get access to exclusive opportunities. LinkedIn is not the only such opportunity platform. As I said, TikTok is a great platform, and in general, technology nowadays uh, is a great tool uh, that helps us uh, do all the works in our everyday life, as well as finding opportunities to improve our job potentials. Fourth, we will learn how to use partnerships and collaborations to expand our reach. As I said, partnerships are vehicles to create win-win situations, and will help you get one step ahead. And last, we will look at real world case studies to see how young people like you and like me and like everyone have navigated ecosystems successfully. Uh, an example that most of us are familiar, if, for example, Steve Jobs was not in the Silicon Valley, we do not know if Apple would have been created. Silicon Valley is a great example of an opportunity ecosystem for a specific sector. For example, another great opportunity ecosystem for a specific sector uh, is, let's say, Hollywood for actors, and the Silicon Valley is for techs. And there are a lot of such examples that we will go through, and we will dive into to see what specific characteristics they have, and how specific people manage to take advantage of this and really thrive in their fields. Whatever path you choose, learning to navigate ecosystem transforms you from reactive to proactive, from waiting for opportunities to actively creating them. So this training is not abstract. Navigating and leveraging opportunities is vital for students and for graduates looking for internships, jobs, for entrepreneurs that search for markets and funding, and for community leaders who need to mobilize resources. So whatever path you choose, learning to navigate ecosystem makes you proactive rather than reactive. So they give you better results. Uh, what, in my opinion, make this module special, and why you should pay attention to it, is because its focus is not on theory, but it is on action. So module one gave you the opportunity for ecosystems, but module two is about practice and how to move within that map, and how to reach the right people, and how to seize opportunities. If module one asked what is the ecosystem, then module two asks how do I navigate successfully in this ecosystem. To wrap up, before going to Anita, I would like to leave you with this quote that opportunities rarely fall from the sky. Instead, they are discovered by those who know where to look, and they are created by those who know how to connect and collaborate. And we believe that this module will give you both of those abilities and will make you better. So thank you for your time. Again, I'm Michael. Feel free to reach out to me for anything else that might feel strange to you. We'll be here again. I will make a presentation again next week for the next modules, but this is for the next step. For now, we are going to Anita to make her presentation and say the things that she has prepared. So thank you for your time.
Thank you, Michael. Just share my screen. You should be able to see my screen now.
Yes, we do,
Um,
Anita.
Great, thank you. So hi again for everyone who was with us last week, and hello to everyone that managed to join us today. My name is Anita Bubazi, and I'm a senior projects and networking manager at the Institute of Entrepreneurship. I will just do a quick presentation of the third um, module of the extrospective skills, and we will just go through what this module will include, and then at the end of the session we will review the platform for any questions. So I know a lot of you have questions for that, so bear with me. Once we're done, we will continue with that. So this module is an introduction to your digital presence. We will go through everything, and this is a continuation of what Michael's presentation is. So thank you, Michael, for the quick introduction into the module. Please feel free for any questions to type them in the chat, and then we will review and answer everything at the end. So just a few things about Institute of Entrepreneurship, or IED, as we call it for short. It's a research organization which dedicates most of its work on entrepreneurship, innovation, and skill development. It was founded in 2005. Our headquarters are in Greece, specifically in Larissa, but we do have offices in Cyprus and Estonia as well. As I mentioned before, our expertise are in the entrepreneurship, innovation, digital transformation, social inclusion, and sustainability. We currently have more than 70 employees in different countries working remotely, as well as Greece. We have more than 400 funded projects that include Erasmus and Horizon projects, as well as capacity building projects. And we do have collaborations with a lot of universities within the EU, mostly different NGOs, companies, and even public bodies and businesses that are either startups or just trying to build their way up. You can also find us. I have included here the website and the general email of the company. And you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So feel free to follow our company's journey, and as well as the project's journey. So this is just an overview. This module 3, which is the digital presence, is divided into 4 different lessons. So in the first lesson, you will go through the personal branding. So we'll guide you through building your CV, what the essentials are of building your CV. We'll go through mini case examples, and then you'll, at the end of each lesson, you also have a deliverable, which there's no need to submit anywhere, but it's for you just to practice what you have gained throughout that lesson. And then, of course, if you want to, feel free to, you can send it to me directly on my email, which I will show in the last slide, and then we can review it together if you have any questions. So the second lesson is about social media and professional profiles. So why does social media matter? As Michael previously mentioned, he did already mention LinkedIn and TikTok, which are 2 different platforms that you can use to engage your target audience, let's say. We will see other platforms as well, which you could use for your professional and personal development. And then again, we will review the online reputation. So what exactly is the online reputation, and how can you effectively present yourself in a good manner that will attract people and attract opportunities as well. And then I guess we will review a mini case example, and then you'll have your deliverable. On the third lesson, we will go through the networking and online engagement. So we will go a bit more deep into what Michael said. So a bit more into networking, mapping your network. So that's either your already existing network, or who you're planning on networking with, how to start conversations, what other platforms you can use for your professional visibility. And then again, we'll proceed with some real life examples and some deliverables, which you just put all the knowledge you've gained through that lesson into a deliverable. And lastly, lesson number 4 is your personal digital portfolio, which we will go through all the steps of what a digital portfolio is, the different types, and this depends on what you're doing, whether you're an architect, a musician, a social media manager. So it depends on what you're specializing in, on the type of the portfolio you will have to complete. Um, we will go through what you should include in your portfolio. So what are the do's and don'ts, and some tips to be able to have a strong portfolio that you can use to land more positions and jobs. And then we will go, of course, review a case example, a lesson summary, and then the deliverable again. So in today's session, we have a few learning objectives, which is for you to understand what the digital presence is and why it matters so much. Define your personal branding and recognize how important that is. You have to identify how online behavior can affect your professional opportunities, and then reflect on how you want to be perceived online. So if I could ask everyone to maybe put in the chat what you think your digital presence is, so we can make this a bit more of a conversation. Of course, if you want to open your camera or turn your microphone, please feel free to do that. So what is the digital presence? What do you think digital presence is? Yes, correct. How do we market ourselves? Yes. How you present and show yourself online. Yes, of course, exactly. These are the two things that um, what digital presence can do. The way we are on social media. Yes, correct. All these answers are correct. Yes, great. So you're already ahead of the lesson. So good for everyone, and thank you for your input. These are just some examples. So what is your digital presence? It is indeed your social media profiles. And then you do it, it's your website, whether you have a personal website or are hosting your work on a website. Is a different post that you do on your social media accounts, and even comments. So someone, you can do your comments, especially on LinkedIn. A lot of people use it to comment on other people's posts. You get your networking, you get talking, you get people to see you, you get engagement. So it's great. Showcase your skills, correct? It's like a fingerprint that we can show through social media in order to market our brands. Yes, exactly. So thank you everyone for your input. So why is this so important? First of all, nowadays, many times, if you're not even finding, I'm just using LinkedIn as an example because I think this is the platform that is mostly used for professional reasons and landing positions and also viewing what positions are available. So a lot of employees will search for your name through LinkedIn. So make sure what you have there is what you want the employer to review about you and have as a first image. It also shapes your skills, values, and interests. So you always, if you update it, you're able to show what are your interests, what are your skills that you have gained throughout either school, university, or different positions that you already had in the past. And this can both open new doors, but also potentially create barriers. So that's why we need to be careful of what we put out there, and we have to know how to differentiate what should be published on social media and what should not be published. And especially if you have social media and are looking for new positions. So your digital presence, as you can see from the example, is, let's say, how you view the shop that you see from the outside. So the first view that you get, it's just on the outside. No one can know your character if they don't view you and then see the whole image. So why is digital behavior matters? Every online interaction contributes to your reputation. It's not about perfection, but thinking with a strategy. So you don't have to be perfect by any means. No one is. We all know that. But trying to keep, let's say, a limit in what you show, even if you do have a different, let's say, opinion about something, it's how you present that opinion to the people that you're engaging with. And also know you could engage, your circle might be 10 people, but if you engage correctly, that will increase. We will go through this in the lessons of this module, which is the mapping of your network. So you will review this again. And what are some of the components for a strong digital presence? Is your professional profile. So it's your social media, the content that you're sharing, whether that's a post that you did yourself or something that you shared from someone else. And is your network visibility. So how visible are you to new partners, new employers, or even new collaborations, whether that's with a company or some specific people. And then now it's a small, let's say, exercise for everyone to do. I want you to take a few minutes and think about your digital identity and your personal brand. So you can either write this in the chat or just think about it on how do you want others to perceive you online. So what are the skills or strengths that you want to highlight when you show your profile? What are the values or interests that you believe define you? And what platforms are you thinking about now or you've already using that you might use to express this image? Please know there is no right or wrong for this. We're just reviewing everything and getting to know more about each other. It can either make connections from the chat as well. That's great. Thanks, Michael. Michael mentioned I would like to be perceived as a good professional, which he's talking about his work and his profession, but also a nice guy to work with. So being able to show that he has good collaborations, he's a nice guy to work with, which guys he's very good. So thank you. So any more insights on this? Great. I want to be seen as a trusted leader in business development with a focus on my skills in strategic analysis and complex problem solving. I will regularly use LinkedIn to target professional and decision makers, sharing in-depth analysis that demonstrate my experience. That's great. Roa, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Thank you very much. So feel free to anyone that might not feel comfortable sharing something yet to look at the chat because we have a lot of participants who are writing a few things about them and everything is great. They're both mentioning the skills and strengths they have as a professional, but also highlighting how they are easy to work with, have the ability to work as a team, which you have to know, being able to be a team member, it's great. If you do have the skill of being both a team member and a leader, that's even greater. But these are skills that you can always develop and work on. So thank you everyone for your feedback. And then a deliverable again is what we just said. You already did it, so we're ahead of time. We're still getting a few answers. Yes, drama, indeed, you're right, correct. Thank you very much. And then this is everything on today's review, let's say, of the module. I have provided here my work email that you can contact me if you have any questions regarding either this module or the platform, which we will go through right now. And then we will just give you now, maybe if you want a few minutes to have a small break, but also feel free to write any of your questions that you might have in the chat, and me and Michael will go ahead and answer them for you. So we'll give you a 3 minutes break to go get your coffee, your water, take a small walk around the office or your house. And then in 3 minutes, we'll be back to continue and go through the platform.
Thank you, Anita. See you in 3 minutes.
So the break time, unfortunately, is over. We did receive a question before from Rama, which is, will will be a priority when it comes to access job opportunities after receiving this, achieving this project. If you mean priority, I'm not sure if you meant priority or opportunity. You will be able to meet people from different companies. So we're gonna be in collaboration with different companies within the project that they will connect with you. Also, feel free if you know someone that's located in the countries that we're doing the we have participants in, which is Cyprus, Greece, Jordan, and Egypt, and Spain as well. So if you do have a company, we keep updated on our website, which we will open the call for the companies that you will be able to register and then help participants through the process. I wanted to ask everyone, if you don't have any questions, we will proceed with reviewing the platform one more time. Can everyone tell me in the chat if you have managed to register into the platform and also view the available courses or not? When did you register? Was it in the previous session or did you do it in the past days? Okay, I will resend you the link now. Okay, thank you, Fatima. I will resend the link now. So if you could just go, maybe I'll share my screen and we can do it together. Okay. So for everyone that already registered but didn't receive the confirmation link, I will just ask you now to redo the process with me. I'll also share my screen if this helps to guide you through the process again. And then make sure everything is okay. That's great. Okay, now I think you can see my screen. Okay, so this is the course section that I've already sent you the link now. If you have registered, you do log in and then you go directly into the courses. If you have not, you will need to sign up. So in order to sign up, you need to enter your email, choose the password you want. You need to repeat the password 2 times to make sure it's right, your name, and then your last name. You need to agree with the storage and handling of your data by the website. And once you have clicked this and you click sign up, after a few minutes, you should receive an email asking you to confirm and verify your account. Once you have done that, you need to click on the link that you will receive on the email, and then your account has been activated, so you can enter the platform with no issues. I will just maybe share with you the presentation of what the emails are gonna look like as well. Also, please check your junk or spam folders. Maybe the email did go there. Great, thank you, everyone. If someone did it now and still is having issues, please let us know. Sorry, thank you, Lina. Sarah, are you trying to sign up or sign in? Make sure your email is correct and you have filled in all the steps and have also clicked that you agree with the consent. We don't have a limitation on the time to complete the courses or the lectures. We do have the 4 live sessions, which are going to be held on the 4 Mondays. You're already on the second one. And then you have the courses available on the platform, which you do not have a limitation to gain the certificate. Sarah, I will quickly share my screen again with the steps to the platform and just make sure that you have done all these steps. So as I mentioned, I sent you the link to the platform. This is what you should view when you first get into it. Then you need to register, which is through the link I already sent you, and then press on the login or sign up option. Then if you have not signed up yet, you would need to click on the link sign up like I showed, enter all your details here. So make sure your email is right. You have your username, your password. Your password should match the password you put here. So if these two don't match, it won't let you sign up. And then of course you need to click on I agree with the storage in order to sign up and then directly go to the sign up option. Then you will receive this email, which is welcoming you into the platform. And in order to proceed with your account, you would have to activate it by pressing on this link. Then once you have done that, you will receive a second email welcoming you into the course. And you can either use this login, which would directly take you to the course, or use the course link that I sent you before and then just sign in. And then you'll be able to view, these are the 4 different courses. We're already on the second course reviewing everything, but of course, once you go into the platform, you will see all the content because what we're doing now are just the live sessions. For each module, you have different lessons that you would have to go through in order to get the certification. And you also have some quizzes at the end of each one. This is how each module each section will be viewed on the course. You have a small description of the 3 modules that are included. And then you have the curriculum, which is the live sessions that we'll be doing each Monday for 4 Mondays. And then you have for each module, you have 4, depending on the module, you have different number of lessons, which are basically just PowerPoint presentations presented to you by an avatar, which is explaining everything to you. You have the module overview here that is just, let's say, a more academic version of what's included in all the lessons. So it combines everything in a well-structured document that has more details for you to review at your own time and be able to understand everything that we have mentioned. You also have additional material, which can be different tools that can be used for the specific lesson. Or maybe different articles or videos that will help you understand everything better. And then at the end, you have a small quiz that will just test you on what you have learned. You can take this quiz multiple times, and I think if I'm not mistaken, the pass score is 60%. Also here, you will be able to review your progress throughout each course. And again, please feel free to contact me if you're experiencing any issues. I have already put my email in the chat if you need something. Yes, Lina, you can go if you have no other questions. Okay. Thank you, Lina. Yeah, sure. My LinkedIn is like my name. Glad you're already connecting. He's already networking. Good. If there are any questions either for the platform or what Michael presented or what I presented, please feel free to comment here or even speak up if you want. So is everyone here okay with the platform? No issues? Great. So as I see, Michael, we have no further questions.
Indeed, but I think it was a very good session. I saw a lot of interaction both in the comments and in the Mentimeter. And personally, I think it was impactful for them, and I also enjoyed it. Of course, we remain at your disposal through emails and LinkedIn for anything that might come up, not only within this project, but also outside of this project. If you need anything um, in general. Tala, no, you don't have to finish course number two right now, but this was, let's say, a first, a first, a first impression of what the course two is about, and you can take it at your self pace. Mohammed, is today's session over? Yes, it's going to an end, but we have two more live sessions that will introduce to Module 3 and Module 4. They are planned for the next two Mondays at the same time. So make sure that you stay engaged and stay alert to join them as well, because they also have a lot of things to tell you.
We also have a question. Are there any job opportunities resulting from these networks or opportunities? If you mean through the project, we will get you guys in contact with different companies from different countries, but also give you the skills that will help you by yourself to find more opportunities, and also if not find, then creating opportunities. So you will be gaining any skills that you might need, and of course if you at any point feel you need more help, you can reach out to us and we'll be there for you and assist you in any way we can. Yes, our session is over for today. I think Michael already answered that. We won't be covering any other modules. We're just here to answer any questions if you guys have any. As I said, you can email me regarding the platform and I will get to it. But if you please try again registering today. And then if you still don't receive the email, feel free to contact me. Great. Okay, guys, if you have no further questions, we will just wish you a great afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. We'll wait a few more minutes in case you do have any questions. Please let us know. Bye, Fatima. See you next Monday. We just went through the extrospective skills session. So we just did an overview of what the module is, which you can find the module on the platform, which I already shared the link. I'm not sure if you're able to see it because you just joined. I will reshare it now. And we just went through the process and the platform. So if you had any, I'm not sure if you were with us in the previous session, live session on Monday. If you didn't, if you can tell us if you have, great. So we just went through that. Once you have the confirmation email, if you want, you can try now. Log in into the platform, try to set it up and see if you do get the confirmation email now because most of the people that did it now got it. And then you can let me know if you have the confirmation email, then you can register now. And then you'll be able to view the presentations from today's live session and also the rest of the module. Thank you.
Yeah, I think, Aneta, I think we can wrap this up.
Yeah.
Um, Thank you for your time, guys. Thank you for everything. Um, have a nice week. Have a nice week, and see you next Monday. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.